I'd like to bring up what exactly do we do? Okay, so in Toastmasters, we have things called paths or pathways program. So the pathways program is basically the your syllabus, your your guide to how you want to go through your charismatic or your leadership or your way of speaking. And there's multiple paths you can take from. So in the forum, we had the blue membership, and then there's the gold membership. So what's the difference between the two? The blue membership, as you can see here, the projects in this path, for example, let's take, this is leadership development. And this path helps you build your skills as an effective communicator and a leader. So this is what the path is. And in level 1, you can see that there's the icebreaker, there's the evaluation and feedback, then there's the research and presentation. It's 3 projects. Anyone who has the blue membership will be able to do these paths because this is level 1 and all their projects is common among all the paths. But for gold memberships, they can go beyond level 1. They can learn more from their path than they would from the blue membership. So the blue membership is your trial phase or the way you want to see how much you can gain from just one level. So then there's other stuff in level 2, like managing time. Originally, we heard someone here talk about that they couldn't manage their time and they couldn't attend their meetings. This is one thing, managing time, understanding your leadership styles, introducing Toastmaster mentoring. And there's elective projects as well. There's leading your team. And there's multiple paths, and I'll go through them one by one. So we have leadership develop. We have someone who raised their hand. Mahmoud, do you have a question?
Yes, quickly. Is there a time for question later so that I don't interrupt you with this presentation?
Of course, there will be times for questions. There'll be times for questions. You can ask anything you want. Okay. Next, the next path we have is, for example, the strategic leaderships. This path helps you build your skills as a leader communicator, and this focuses on understanding diversity and building personal and professional connections with a variety of people and developing public relations strategy. So basically, you'd be a PR. You're the person who connects to other people. You can set up relationships and connections with people in the company or outside your company or within your university or outside university. It helps you. And like I said, the level 1 is common among all of them. But here, for example, this has cultural understanding mentoring, making connections through networking. And networking is very useful, especially in this day and age, especially for anyone who's planning to graduate. If you can network, it's easier for you to find a job. Especially for me, I've already went to many conventions for companies and try to get as many people there as possible for their information. Then we have the engaging humor. A lot of us like to be humorous. We find humor as our way of coping, for understanding, for connecting. And this path is designed to help you build your humorous skills and an engaging public speaker. And it has stuff like understanding your sense of humor, connecting with your audience, and introducing mentoring. There's also engaging the audience with humor. And then there's the power of humor in impromptu speeches. What is impromptu speeches? We did it today. It was table topics. Then we have visionary communication. This path also helps you build strategic communication skills projects. However, it focuses on developing your skills for sharing information within the group and planning communications and creating innovative solutions. And this is all about planning, is your communication, trying to understand the communication. You have a new group, you want to understand them and communicate with them better, and making a vision. This path would be for you. And there's also other stuff. I will go through them. There is persuasive influence. It's like negotiating in a positive way for the best outcome. There's dynamic leadership, which this is, by the way, my path, is understanding your leadership skills and adapting to different types of leadership styles and communication styles to fit a group, and handling conflict within the group with the skills you need, and learn to diffuse and direct this conflict elsewhere. Then there is the motivational strategies that helps you focus on learning strategies for building connections with people around you and understanding motivation and how it successfully helps leading smaller groups to reaching goals. And there is also specific levels and tasks, and there's electives. There's like out of 12 electives and out of 8 and out of 6 for the final one. Then there's the team collaboration. Then there's the presentation mastery. There's the effective coaching. There's the innovative planning. And these are several paths. All of these are paths. Each is unique than the other. But now you're asking me, how do I tell which path is best for me? You know, it's very simple. How do you tell? There's so many. How can I pick? Well, the website, once you've paid your fees and go to the website, everybody gets a free path upon registering or paying the fees. Once you do that, once you become a member, it'll give you a quiz, a test. You answer questions based on what you feel comfortable, what you like, what you love. And from that test, it will suggest the best 3 paths for you. And it will prioritize them for you. You don't have to follow it. If you have one that you saw that you really like, you can go ahead and take it. Now, regarding the fees and how it is, generally it's every 6 months, and it ranges from 180 to 240, 245 every 6 months. That being because there's times in which if you renew earlier, you pay less, and if you renew about at the end when it's done, you pay a little bit more. But we'll go into that into detail once you can come to me after this this meeting. Come to me directly, tell me I want to register, or if you don't want to, you can stay with Blue membership. You can finish all of that, then you can decide if you want to continue or not, because we want to provide the best quality, the best environment, the best and most safest place for you to raise yourself, gain charisma and progress as a student, as a human being, and as a person who wants to contribute to society. Thank you. That's all for this presentation. Now I'll raise the floor for any questions.